You might feel like your fate is sealed because you don't have a talent for math or any natural people skills. Well, we're here to show you why you'd be wrong to carry that around. There's a lot of evidence to indicate that talent actually doesn't have as much to do with success as many people think. Here are 10 reasons why talent is overrated. Number 1. Mentors maketh the man. If you think of child prodigies like Tiger Woods or Mozart, you might think they had some God-given talent that made them insanely brilliant. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. There's a reason Mozart could play in front of audiences by 7 years old and Tiger started getting noticed in golf by 12 years old. It was because they both had mentors. Both their fathers were passionate about teaching, and from 2 for Tiger Woods and 4 years old for Mozart, they were learning, practicing, and perfecting. Both looked up to their fathers and wanted to model this desire they had to excel. This gave them the willpower to pursue their goals with full focus, which was far more instrumental than talent. But that alone doesn't lead to ultimate success. Number 2. Practice makes perfect. For both Mozart and Woods, by the time they made waves in their fields, had already been practicing under close mentorship for 10 years. Most of us don't even stick at something that long, let alone dedicate everything to pursuing it. It's not enough to endlessly bang away at a piano or keep playing Sudoku on the train to become a phenomenon. Deliberate practice is the key to unlocking talent, or rather, let's call it success. Setting goals, outlining a practice plan to achieve them, and then reviewing your performance to tweak your method is how you move ahead. Practicing for practice sake won't get you anywhere unless you're happy to just practice your whole life. Dedicated practice will get you off the reserve team and into the big leagues. But what are you practicing, and is it even a good skill in the first place? Both questions to ask yourself. Number 3. Working hard versus working smart principle. There's no point in all this practice if what you're doing has no real-world value or you're not able to make it to market. Knowing what to work on and what skills to hone is part of the magic mix. You might think that anyone leading the space race should be the best rocket designer on the planet, but that doesn't make sense. Spending all that time making rockets wouldn't get you to Mars. It probably wouldn't even get your talent out of your own garage workshop. Leading the race in the business sense means you have a talent for talent spotting and putting teams together, for raising finance, and for managing a project to completion. Working hard alone isn't a mark of the successful. It's working hard on what's important that sets them apart. Knowing what to work on yourself and what to bring in some skilled people for is what leads to billionaire status. Number 4. Take feedback. The one hack that many talented people subscribe to is taking feedback. It can be hard to hear, so it's easy to want to avoid it, but feedback is the fastest way to correct or recalibrate your direction to get out of mediocrity and fast-track your way to success. Talent doesn't determine your ability to onboard information. That's something we're born with to survive. What you do with the information is what gets you referred to as a genius or a mastermind or a maverick, and you get the picture. Number 5. Timing is key. If solar energy had become mainstream first, then coal or nuclear power could be second fiddle at this point. There was actual hysteria over the Tickle Me Elmo before Christmas 1996. To say the timing of the toy's release was perfect is an understatement. If it had been released in February, it likely wouldn't have been such an event. Instead, it was the most coveted Christmas gift of the year. Being first to market or solving a real problem or plain old novelty and hype all boil down to great timing. And this doesn't necessarily take talent. Timing means showing up, researching, or having lightning reflexes to pivot, none of which are God-given talents but learned and practiced skills. Someone who really knows how to leverage talent is Serena Williams, but if you think that tennis is the only area she dominates, well, you'd be wrong. Stick around to see where her real talent lies. Number 6. Luck does play into it. When it comes to success, there's often a little bit of luck. Sure, we all know the harder you work, the luckier you get. You just can't Forrest Gump your way to the top. But if you manage to have a great skill or product and you've timed the launch right, then a little luck on your side can help. Knocking on the door of a financer and finding them available to talk or being introduced to just the right person at just the right time is not a matter of talent, but a stroke of luck. Of course, if you don't believe you're lucky or in line for a lucky minute, you'll never see things like that. But if you look out for opportunities to get lucky, you'll find them a lot more often. But don't take it from us. Let's introduce you to the man that literally wrote the book on the subject, Jeff Colvin. In 2009, Colvin published a book, Talent is Overrated, What Really Separates World-Class Performers from Everybody Else. You can listen to it for free on Audible by going to Alux.com/freebook. And actually, the next 2 points are inspired by Colvin's writing. He was a columnist for Fortune for many years and has interviewed the likes of Richard Branson and Colin Powell. Alright, what are these points? Number 7. Improving leads to fulfillment, not just success. Being great at what you do and being successful isn't all that makes a journey great. It's fulfilling in the deepest sense to be good at what we do. It's the fulfillment that helps us through the tough stuff. Many people shy away from hard tasks or hard work, but they're missing out on the feelings of satisfaction and fulfillment that come after. Colvin points out that any knowledge that makes us better at what we do or helps us to succeed doesn't just make us richer or advance us faster, it actually makes us happy. Happiness has nothing to do with talent and more to do with a mindset and a sense of accomplishment. Number 8. Human ability should be treasured. If your plan, like most Aluxers, is to grow a billion-dollar wealth portfolio, then you'll need to make money while you sleep. And for this, you don't need talent, you need an expert team. Or like Colvin puts it, organizations are finding that the advantages of building a reputation for developing people are even greater than they may have thought. Organizations everywhere are in a talent struggle to retain, retrain, and maintain highly skilled individuals. Right now, hiring and developing people is one of the largest costs for companies. Valuing human capital is not a talent, and being the type of leader that employees want to stick with is also more of a management style than a gift. Learn from the best and constantly improve on your interactions with people above and below you on the ladder. And you can start by taking a look at our video, 10 Simple Tips to Use When Talking to Someone in a Higher Position. Number 9. Perseverance. If you look at Mark Zuckerberg's current bad publicity, you might think that in this situation, you would just throw in the towel, buy an island, and live happily ever after. But that isn't how the successful are wired. He isn't going to slink into the shadows of obscurity, taking our Instagram story archives with him. No, what sets Zuckerberg apart is not talent, it's having a thick skin. He plans to persevere. He's turned the ship around in the face of other scandals and plans to do the same all over again, even if he has to create a whole new metaverse to do it. Perseverance is key to success, and this doesn't take any special talent, just stubborn determination to succeed. It's this that will carry you through early morning practices, late nights, and even harsh criticism, and give you the motivation to push forward. Number 10. Talent means nothing if you don't use it. You might have watched this whole video and still feel like talent is the crux of success. And even if that were true, does that mean every talented person succeeds? Not a chance. Like the philosopher Henri Frédéric Amiel puts it, doing easily what others find difficult is talent. Doing what is impossible with talent is genius. Talent is nothing if you don't have the passion or motivation to put it into action. For that, you need practice, to perfectly time your entry, and to build a great team around you, perseverance, and a little luck for good measure. Alright, Aluxers, what would you say is a talent you haven't harnessed the power of yet? Share with us in the comments and join the conversation. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, you're getting a bonus about Serena Williams' talent. When you think of Serena Williams, you're probably thinking of her as an athlete, accumulating a fortune through tournament prize money. And sure, in her career, she's amassed $94 million winning tennis titles, twice as many compared to all other women athletes. But what Williams should be acknowledged for is her long game. For 20 years, she's built up her brand as a star athlete on and off the court. Her financial gains come from maintaining sponsorship deals for longer than most pro athletes remain on the field, to maintaining her massive wealth through diversifying her portfolio. She has investments in 66 startups and sits on the boards of Poshmark and SurveyMonkey's parent, maketh. Recently, she became an investor in the NFT platform Bitski and signed a deal with Amazon Studios for a docuseries about her career. She owns a stake in the Miami Dolphins franchise, and in 2018, she launched her own consumer clothing label, all of which are learned skills that her natural tennis talent has nothing to do with. There you have it, Aluxers. Thanks for watching. We're so glad you joined us today. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily content.